Last time, on Everlasting Shenzhou, Feng Huajian finally frees Milton Cheng from her sleeping spell after weeks of slumber at his mansion. After waking up, Milton is welcomed by Ligan Wu, who confronts Milton about the truth of the Shencheng miracle drink and informs him that Rao Xingha is in Hong Kong to retrieve his Everlasting Shenzhou back. Milton is also informed that due to the growing virus that is spreading in Hong Kong, all Lunar New Year events, including Milton's dance concert, was cancelled as per order of the chief executive of Hong Kong. As Ligan earned the right to challenge Rao, he convinces Milton to arrange a contest with Rao at Hong Kong Stadium, along with handing over the Everlasting Shenzhou to Rao to settle the dispute. It was a request that Milton eventually granted, but only after Kurokage, who has been guarding Rao's Everlasting Shenzhou, eases Milton's grief and panic over the cancellation of the concert by contacting his client, the mysterious Maltia Kamiyama, to help reinstate the concert, as well as devising a plan to get rid of Rao. To everyone's surprise, the Lunar New Year dance concert was officially reinstated to a sold-out capacity crowd. The concert was a success, as many were enamored with Feng Hua's performance and the world premiere presentation of Shencheng Miracle. After the concert, as Rao and Feng Hua were waiting for Cat Hellshire, who was at the bathroom before getting ready to travel to Hong Kong Stadium for Ligan's challenge, Rao received a call from Kurokage, calling from Cat's phone.
I'm afraid Catherine Hellshire had other plans and left. Rao Xingha.
Kurokage.
You remembered my name.
Why do you have Cat's phone?
Catherine decided to go to a special after party. She's at the Nine Dragons warehouse in Kowloon City. If you want to see her, you'll find her there. Oh, wait. Don't you have something scheduled at Hong Kong Stadium? Oh, I think you have a conflict. Rao Xingha.
Did Cheng put you up to this?
I'd be more concerned with Catherine. You have until midnight, or my friends are going to have lots of fun with her. And I tell you, Rao Xingha, that perfume she has along with her dress is giving me wild thoughts.
You're a sick man, Kurokage.
I know. So what's it going to be? You're gonna go to Hong Kong Stadium to get your precious wine back and compete against the dumbest fist of Wan Chai? Or save your American bitch? Your choice!
Accompanied by Feng Hua, Rao summons the magic stealth cloud and travels to Kowloon City to rescue Cat, unaware of the danger that lies ahead. It is January 25th, 2020, 11 p.m., Kowloon City. Riding on the magic stealth cloud invisible, Rao and Feng Hua hover in the sky over a huge warehouse with a fading Nine Dragons sign.
This is the Nine Dragons warehouse. This was once a warehouse that produces fireworks.
Cat's inside this building. It's huge, but it looks run down. I feel this is a trap, Rao Xingha.
Yes, I'm sure that's Kurokage's intention, and he's using Cat as bait. Won't surprise me if Cheng is in on this. But it's situations like this is what the magic stealth cloud is good for. There's two men coming out of the building. We'll move in closer to hear them.
Tell me, why is the price to buy a bottle of Shencheng Miracle so fucking expensive? I mean, there's alcohol that's actually good for you now. Should be affordable, man. And why the hell is that giant hogging all the supply and we don't even get one bottle?
I'm not gonna mess with him though. And I ain't messing with that masked dude either. The dude gives me the creeps.
Tell me about it. How he disappeared like that? Anyway, we gotta be on the lookout for that Rao guy. Well, Cheng better be serious about offering $1 million to each of us if we kill him. Where the fuck is he?
At least the fireworks look nice. I'm gonna lay down on the floor and watch. You be on the lookout.
Whatever, man. I'm just gonna enjoy my smoke until that guy shows up.
Just like I thought. Chang and Kurakage set this up. We'll ambush and question one of these thugs.
Rao Senshin, I've been practicing a move that I've been working on that I wanted to show you. And that thug laying down on the floor is in the perfect position to use it.
Well then, let me see your move.
The thug laying down on the floor closes his eyes for a moment, but the second he opens them up, he sees not fireworks, but the sight of Feng Hua floating and spinning above him. The floor quickly crashing down on his chest with great force while striking a horse stance pose.
Got him.
The thug passes out underneath Feng Hua as the sound caught the attention of the other thug. Rao then teleports in front of the thug, striking his pressure points as the thug is unable to speak and move. Rao turns his attention to Feng Hua, who is still holding her horse stance on top of the second thug.
Great landing, Feng Hua. I see that you've been practicing your horse stance.
I did a lot of squats to strengthen my lower body, and a lot of practice on having the perfect landing. I call this move the spinning horse stance press.
Excellent. Now at ease, Feng Hua. I'm going to ask our paralyzed thug some questions.
As Feng Hua relaxes, but remains sitting on top of the thug, Rao walks towards the paralyzed thug and strikes a pressure point, which allows the thug to speak.
Looking for me?
Who the hell are you?
I'm Rao Singha. And you see that beautiful young lady who gave the performance of a lifetime tonight? That's Feng Hua.
Hi.
And you see your buddy who Feng Hua is sitting on? You're gonna be next if you don't answer my questions. You have a friend of ours who's in this building. Where is she?
She's with that giant.
Giant?
Ninth floor. They're on the 9th floor.
On the 9th floor, huh?
Yeah. You won't make it out alive. There's about 100 of us and 2 of you.
100, huh? That sounds like a challenge.
Rao pinches a nerve on the thug's neck, knocking him down instantly to the floor.
Wow. 100.
There are 100 thugs. We're outnumbered. But we'll just have to use our heads. We'll have to take out at least half of them to really overwhelm them. Ah, I see a crate of fireworks. And this thug has a lighter. We can use this.
I have an idea, Rao Senshin. Let me lure them.
Meanwhile, inside the building, Giant Guai consumes more bottles of alcohol, while Cat remains unconscious and tied up on the floor, amongst empty bottles of Shang Cheng Miracle. The thugs were chatting and socializing when they notice a huge wind outside, with pink flower petals falling.
Holy! Damn. Man, it's windy outside. Whoa. Look at those flower petals.
这不是梦，这就是梦幻现实主义。舞动的风花在这里，我的舞蹈会迷人。
That is a beautiful voice.
As if they are under a trance, the thugs that notice Feng Hua's voice arrive outside hoping to find her. But instead, they were surprised to see crates of fireworks. And then Rao uses the lighter to light a trail leading to the crates to create a flurry of fireworks, overwhelming the thugs outside. This caught the attention of the rest of the thugs inside, only to be approached by Rao, who enters the building and begins his attack.
Gentlemen, are you looking for me?
It's him! Rao Singha is here! Get him!
Rao attacks with a flurry of strikes, overwhelming each of the thugs he encounters.
Why are you idiots fighting him? Just shoot the son of a bitch!
One of the thugs takes out his gun and shoots Rao, but misses as Rao teleports, dodging the bullet, and instead the bullet hits another thug.
What the?
Rao teleports in front of the frightened shooter and disarms him before knocking him out. Feng Hua enters the battle.
I'm here, Rao Xiansheng.
Great work, Feng Hua. Now let's annihilate these thugs and move up to the 9th floor.
Yes! We'll crush anyone that gets in our way.
Rao and Feng Hua proceed together through all 8 floors, destroying any thug crossing their way until they arrive at the 9th floor.
That woman is flying, and that guy can teleport and dodge bullets.
To hell with the money. I'm running for my life.
The cowardly thugs attempt to retreat. However, giant footsteps shake the building as Giant Guai appears, drunk and violent as he blocks the thugs and chugs 2 bottles of beer at the same time.
Giant Guai.
Guai violently throws the bottles against the wall and opens his mouth to release a huge blast of fire.
Giant Guai can breathe fire, Rao Xiansheng. He's burning those thugs alive.
That thug outside was talking about a giant hogging the supply of Shen Chen Miracle. He was talking about Guai. He drank a lot of Shenzhou. This must be a side effect.
Die!
Dodge that blast in time. Feng Hua, find Cat. I'll distract Guai.
Okay, be careful, Rao Xiansheng.
Feng Hua avoids Guai and searches throughout the floor until arriving at a broken down door, to which across from it is the room where Cat is being held. Feng Hua finds Cat lying on the floor.
Cat? Cat! Wake up! I'm here.
Feng Hua? What?
I'll explain later. We must return to Rao Xiansheng and escape from this building.
Meanwhile, Rao continues to evade Guai's fire blasts.
The earth quakes beneath Giant Guai's feet. Giant Guai's spirit will burn the world.
Rao ducks for cover as Guai continues to hunt down Rao. As the giant stumbles and tries to maintain his balance, Feng Hua arrives with Cat, as Cat looks on at Guai in shock.
Cat's safe, Rao Xiansheng.
Good.
Whoa, what the fuck? Is that the giant from the monster building? That's fire coming out of his mouth!
Very observant, Cat.
What the hell is happening?
Kurokage kidnapped you so he can lure Feng Hua and I to a trap, and here we are. Guai drank too much Shenzhou. We need to stop him.
Come on out!
As Guai gets ready to deliver another fire blast, only a puff of smoke is released from his mouth.
Looks like Guai is out of fuel. Now's our chance.
Yes. Cat, let's try out our tag team move on Guai.
Yeah, let's do it!
I'll bring him down to his knees, and once I stun him, deliver the attack.
Yes!
As Cat and Feng Hua retreat to each side of Guai, Rao runs towards Guai and delivers a piercing kick to Guai's leg, bringing him down to one knee and then striking Muay Thai elbows to Guai's skull, and a thrusting chop to Guai's throat, causing Guai to hold it with his huge hands. And then, Cat and Feng Hua charge towards Guai with their hips flying towards Guai's head.
Heaven Hip Cannon!
Hell Hip Cannon! Heavenly Hell Hip Combo Cannon!
Cat and Feng Hua's hips smash Guai's skull with their attack, sending shockwaves trembling the heavens and the underworld. Wai falls hard to the floor, succumbing to the teamwork of Rao, Kat, and Feng Hua.
It worked, Feng Hua!
Yes!
Great work, ladies. I see an exit. Let's go.
The trio finds an exit as Rao summons the cloud, as the trio fly away from the burning wreckage of the Nine Dragons and towards Hong Kong Stadium.
That little bastard Chang had no intention of keeping his word.
That's unforgivable.
Man, look at all of that carnage. My God. Thanks for saving my ass, you guys.
I'm happy you're safe now, Kat.
Kat, where's your gourd?
Huh? Oh, Kurokage must have taken it.
Damn him! We're going to Hong Kong Stadium and settle this once and for all.
There's Grace. She's walking over towards the stadium.
Grace? What's she doing there? We'll approach her. I'm going to disable the invisibility of the cloud.
Rao disables the invisibility from the cloud and reveal themselves to Grace.
Grace! Ah! Was that a cloud you were riding on?
Yep, you saw right.
2020 is becoming a very weird year.
Never mind that. What are you doing here?
I was following Ligon to see what's going on. I tried calling him, but he wouldn't respond. I don't know what's happening.
Rao Xiansheng, I think Grace should know what's going on with Ligon.
I'll tell her.
Tell me what?
Rao then tells Grace about everything that was happening.
And that's what's going on.
It should be unbelievable. But I believe it. The Rao Singha is in front of me, arriving on a flying cloud. Ligon was telling me stories at his bar about you, but I never took them seriously. And he's challenging you?
Yes. Ligon is here to challenge me to a contest so that he can try to win a gourd of the everlasting Shenju. It was his idea to have it take place here.
But Milton has no intention of holding the contest. He wanted Rao Xiansheng dead, and I feel like he's going to get rid of Ligon as well.
What?
Milton even had me kidnapped so that Rao wouldn't show up.
I knew Milton is a slimy weasel. If Ligon is in trouble, let me join in.
Grace, I don't want to endanger you.
Listen, I once worked at Hong Kong Stadium working the concession stand. I know my way around the stadium. I can assist all of you.
Rao, if Grace knows the area, we can use that to our advantage and take out Milton's guards through stealth.
I agree, Rao Xiansheng.
All right then. Let's formulate a plan.
As the group formulate a plan, we move inside Hong Kong Stadium at 11:55 p.m. The 40,000-seat stadium is illuminated by the bright white lights over a huge set of jong poles that are spread throughout the field, all at different levels in height, leading to the highest pole, which holds Rao's everlasting Shenzhou with the talisman on it. Ligon Wu, wearing his white pants, black tank top, and black wristbands, shows off his agility, easily jumping onto the poles. At his executive suite, Milton Cheng and his bodyguards look on. Hovering above the stadium, a drone flies around the field, focusing on Ligon. Elsewhere, at a dark unknown location, Multia Kamiyama sits on a gold throne, looking at her giant video screen presenting Ligon warming up with a satisfied smile as she drinks a glass of Chardonnay. Back at the stadium, Kurokage appears out of nowhere and approaches Milton inside the suite.
All three of them have escaped. Most of the men you hired are dead, and Guai most likely as well.
Damn it! Why won't Rao just go away? I'm going to have to increase security immediately.
On the bright side, I will give Multia-sama a great show when I kill Rao when he shows up. It is not wise to keep Multia-sama waiting. I'll fight Ligon Wu before Rao arrives to keep her entertained.
Alright. Make Wu suffer for going behind my back. I'll pay you whatever price you want.
What I want is to impress Maltia-sama. Pay me when I kill Rao.
Hey, Wu. Seems like Rao's running a little late. Need some water or anything?
I'm alright! What's with the drone?
We'd like to get different angles of the action. We're just testing it out. Hey, tell you what. While we wait for Rao, I have a colleague of mine that wants to prepare with you. He's heading to the field right now.
Kurakage appears on the field and approaches Ligon.
Wu, meet Kurakage. Consider him as a warm-up before Rao arrives.
Ligon Wu, the dumbest fist of Wan Chai.
It's Dancing Fist, Kurokage. Rao Singha spoke of you. You're the man who stole the everlasting Shenjo for Milton.
I did no such thing. I convinced Rao to sell his everlasting Shinjiao to Milton. Do not accuse me of such things.
Bullshit.
Your agility as a lion dancer and your skills as a street fighter are highly reputed in Hong Kong. But you won't stand a chance against me. Even Rao couldn't keep up with me.
If you're that skilled, you could have just challenged Rao to win a gourd and fought fair.
Fair? Life is not fair. Life is especially not fair for the simpletons of this city. If it was fair, everybody would be rich as Milton. But the reality is that people like you live in bars. Some even live in apartments the size of a closet. While people like Milton live in luxury homes at the peak living the high life. There's only survival by any means necessary to get ahead.
Life is hard, but we keep our pride and integrity to make ends meet. I'll never stoop low.
Enough talk. My client is waiting to see a great show. Let me see how good your kung fu is.
Ligon and Kurakage square off and battle intensely. Kurakage is surprised at how good Ligon is as they dodge each other's attacks. Both are evenly matched.
Not bad. Now let's see if you can handle my true speed.
Kurakage seemingly teleports all the way to the highest pedestal.
Huh? How did he get up there that quick?
Dumbest fist of Wan Chai. You want a gourd of the everlasting Shinjiao? Rao's gourd is right behind me. Hop onto the poles and try to reach me.
Ligon begins jumping on the poles, but Kurakage quickly teleports in front of Ligon and strikes Ligon down to the surface of the pole he is standing on. The second Ligon looked up, Kurakage was back at the highest pedestal as if nothing happened. Ligon was surprised but continued to try again, but the result was the same.
Too much for you, dumbest fist.
Ligon jumps one more time, but this time, Kurakage strikes and breaks Ligon's right leg before he could do so.
Hey Ligon, break a leg.
Kurakage looks up at the drone while Ligon falls off the pole and onto the ground, holding his broken leg.
For you, Maltia-sama.
Kurakage holds out his hand, manifesting flashing white energy.
Blinding blast!
As the energy is thrown directly towards Ligon, a silk sleeve wraps Ligon's good leg and yanks him away from Kurakage's blast, creating a blinding explosion on the field. But as the smoke cleared, Rao and Feng Hua reveal themselves and appear out of the magic stealth cloud.
Surprised to see me, Kurakage?
On the contrary, we're all waiting for you, Rao Singha.
Meanwhile, Cat follows Grace as they sneak around Hong Kong Stadium and discover Milton's guards.
We need to take out those guards. That way we can destroy all of Milton's defenses.
Grace sees a guard walking by.
Allow me to take care of them. Sleeping Sleeve.
Grace's sleeves extends and wraps around the guard's face, wrapping it tight before the guard collapses.
Oh, wow! Feng Hua was telling me about your water sleeve techniques. That's such a cool trick!
Thanks. This sleeve is covered with ether. Puts them to sleep immediately. Okay, this way.
Kat and Grace encounter more guards, but they quickly incapacitate them before arriving at a section of the stadium where they see a man waiting and holding a sniper rifle.
Psst, hey, look at that. Looks like a sniper.
A sniper? Why is a sniper here?
Up to no good, I'm sure. He must be working for Milton. Time to take him down. Watch this, Grace. I call this move the cat nap.
Kat sneaks up on the sniper and quickly applies a rear naked choke.
Time for a nap, sniper.
The sniper struggles before succumbing to Kat's pressure and falls unconscious.
Whoa, way to go!
Kat finds and grabs a pair of binoculars, allowing her to see the overall sight of the field.
Ah, there they are. Rao and Feng Hua are out on the field with Ligan, and Kurokage's out there too.
At the suite, Milton, who's on the verge of a panic attack at the sight of Rao, calms his nerves by drinking his glass of Shenzhou, regaining his composure.
Hell of an entrance, Rao Singha. Glad you finally made it. What took you so long?
You know why, you two-faced rat? I knew you wouldn't be a man of your word.
Just take the goddamn money, Rao. What's wrong with you? Why do you insist on doing this?
Someone like you wouldn't understand what the everlasting Shenzhou means to me. Memories are worth much more than money. Now get down here and give me my gourd back. You do not want to anger me any further.
You want your precious gourd back? You'll have to follow my rules and earn it back. If you get to Kurokage and reach the platform that has the gourd, you win. But you won't. Kurokage, beat Rao and you'll be paid double.
Triple.
Deal.
Ligan, are you okay?
My leg is broken.
Feng Hua, look after Ligan. Kurokage is mine.
So you want to get right past me, Rao Singha?
I want Kat's gourd as well. I know you took it.
Like I just give it back to you. Don't you want your gourd back? It's right behind me. Come and get it.
Rao hops onto a pole and begins his ascent, but Kurokage quickly strikes down at Rao whenever Rao moves forwards.
Come on, Rao. I'm just too quick for you.
This is a good challenge.
That fucking smirk. No more games, Rao.
A knife?
I'll kill you right here, right now.
Rao looks at Feng Hua and gives her a nod. Feng Hua nodded back as she begins to look up in the sky and makes it rain. In the suite, Milton notices the downpour.
It's raining. That's sudden.
Rain. Fitting that the gods are crying for your impending death, Rao.
As the rain falls, Kurokage jumps and with great speed lunges towards Rao. However, Rao remains relaxed and focused as he observed Kurokage in slow motion. Rao could see him breaking through the rain, similar to when the hummingbird was flying towards him back at Kowloon Tsai Park. Rao smiles, and as soon as Kurokage closes in, Rao steps aside and catches Kurokage's wrist and delivers a vicious punch that smashes half of Kurokage's mask, revealing a crazed eye, and knocks him down on one of the jong poles.
Bam! Rao got him!
Yes!
You hit me.
You're very quick, Kurokage. but even you aren't quick enough to avoid the rain. When the rain hits you, I can hear you. And when I hear you, I can see you.
That was unbelievable concentration.
As expected from Rao Senshin.
Damn you! That was a lucky hit. That's all it was. A lucky hit!
Kurakage dashes towards Rao, but Rao sees him coming and dodges, delivering a 1-inch punch to Kurakage's abdomen.
Make that 2 lucky hits.
How can you still hit me?
It's no use, Kurakage. Your moves are readable.
Damn! You won't get past me!
Rao, look out! He's teleporting behind you!
Kurakage aims at breaking Rao's leg, but Rao evades it and delivers a double kick to Kurakage's face.
Shan Kuo Lao, the god with the powerful double kick.
Blinding!
No more blinding blast, Kurakage.
Damn it, Kurokage! What's wrong with you? Rao is moving towards the gourd! Catch him!
Rao approaches the highest pole, but Kurakage dashes quickly after him. Yet his movements cause ripples through the rain.
Rao! Singha!
Sensing him approaching, Rao sucks in the rainwater into his mouth, turns around, and spits the water on Kurakage's exposed eye.
That one was for Fenghua.
And then, Rao proceeds to deliver 2 body blows to Kurakage's stomach.
I shall crash like a tidal wave. I shall flow like the Lijiang. And I shall shine like the everlasting Shenzhou. Singha Trento! Singha Fist!
The impact of Rao's Singha Fist roars throughout the stadium as Kurakage falls off the highest platform and lands hard onto the ground, bloodied and motionless. Rao then proceeds to grab the gourd.
Got it. I win.
Rao looks at the gourd. Though it has the talisman, the gourd itself is revealed to be a fake.
This is a fake!
Milton looks on enraged but still pleased as he takes out Rao's everlasting Shenzhou and a walkie-talkie.
Doesn't matter. I have him where I want him. Shoot! Shoot him!
But to Milton's shock, the sniper doesn't respond as nothing happens.
Huh? What's he doing? Shoot him! Sekola!
Milton, you piece of shit! Where the hell is he?
He's over there. He's standing up at that suite.
Ah! I see him standing there, throwing a hissy fit. Let's get him.
Kat and Grace find Milton's suite as Kat smashes the door down.
I'll hit cannon!
Kat sees Milton holding Rao's everlasting Shenzhou.
Milton! Honor your word! Give Rao his gourd back!
Like hell I will! What are you idiots waiting for? Shoot them! Shoot them!
The bodyguards hesitate to grab their guns to shoot the women.
Grappling sleeve!
But Grace takes advantage of their hesitation and uses her water sleeves to quickly take down the guards.
Hell hip cannon!
Kat's Hell Hip cannon sends one of Milton's bodyguards flying and crashing through the suite window and falling onto the stadium seats.
Oh God.
Milton quickly runs out of the suite, holding the everlasting Shenzhou as if it was an infant. Milton runs for his life as he sees the rest of his bodyguards knocked out on the floor. Milton sees Kat and Grace quickly catching up with him.
Hey! Get back here, Milton!
Get away from me!
Grappling sleeve!
Grace's sleeve extends and wraps around Milton's ankle and trips him as the everlasting Shenzhou rolled onto the floor, stopping at the foot of Rao. Milton looks up and sees Rao with Fenghua and Ligan catching up from behind. Rao grabs his everlasting Shenzhou and calmly helps Milton up, who is nervous.
Well, well, well. Where do you think you're going, Chang?
I was just on my way to award you the everlasting Shenzhou.
Award me, huh? Well, that's very kind of you. Now let me award you with this.
Rao hits Milton in the face with a roundhouse kick and knocks him out. Rao tears off the talisman and is happy to see that he holds the real everlasting Shenzhou in his hands. But then he notices something strange on the top of it. The plug is replaced with another plug with a design displaying 5 creatures engraved: a tiger, a snake tortoise, a phoenix, a dragon, and a Kirin. Rao tries to open his gourd, but is unable to.
I can't open it. What is this?
Ligan and Fenghua arrive to meet up with the rest of the group.
Grace?
Oh my, Ligan, are you okay?
I'm alright. Except for my leg. But what are you doing here?
All of you, get out of here before the cops arrive. Help Ligan get treatment for his leg.
What about you, Rao Xiansheng?
Mr. Milton Chang and I are going to have a nice, long chat.
At 1:05 a.m., the rain has ceased when Milton Cheng slowly woke up, finding himself hung up by a tree and tied up at a cliff overlooking the entire city of Hong Kong. Rao casually sits nearby with the bag of money Milton gave him back in Guilin and the everlasting Shenzhou.
Great view, huh, Milton? On top of the world.
Rao! Why am I tied up here? Where am I?
Kowloon Peak.
Kowloon Peak? Oh, God. You got your wine back, Rao. What more do you want?
Answers. I have plenty of questions for you, Chang.
Rao pulls out the Kamino Hakai talisman.
This talisman was able to break through the protection of the 80 mortals. Where does this talisman come from?
Up your ass.
Rao quickly begins untying the rope holding Milton.
No, I'm kidding! I'm kidding! All I know is that it belonged to Kurokage's client.
Who's his client?
I can't.
Oh, yes, you can.
All right! Maltia Kamiyama. It belongs to Maltia Kamiyama. She created the talisman.
Maltia Kamiyama?
She's a stage actress from Japan who I'm doing business with. She created it in exchange in helping her with a project. That's all I know about it, I swear.
Rao then points to the strange object on top of the everlasting Shenzhou.
What about this plug on top of my gourd? What is this, and why is it stuck?
Can't open it, huh? The wine lock also belongs to Maltia. She's the only one who can open it.
Unfortunately for Rao, Milton is telling the truth. On that meeting on January 24th at Milton's mansion, Maltia revealed her intentions.
This is not what we agreed upon. We agreed that I financed your project in exchange of helping me get the everlasting Shenzhou. I did not agree to give you half of the profits of Shencheng Miracle.
I decided that this is how you will finance my project. That is how it will be. You will keep Rao's gold as we all agreed. But don't forget, we have all the dirt on you. So be content with what you have and sign the contract, and everything is as it should be.
Milton hesitated a bit, even shaking as he holds the pen.
Sign it!
Milton signs the contract, much to Maltia's pleasure. And then Maltia's men grab the everlasting Shenzhou and replace its plug with the strange wine lock.
What are you doing?
Along with part ownership of the Shenchen Miracle business, I'm placing a lock on the divine wine as a precaution. Kurokage has informed me that there's a contest between Lai Ganwu and Rao Xingha at Hong Kong Stadium, and that Rao expects you to return his gold to him. Well, if somehow Kurokage's plan to kill Rao fails and Rao takes back his gold, then Rao has a new problem.
You're taking half of my Shencheng Miracle business, and now you're placing some wine lock on my everlasting Shenzhou? Just who the hell do you think you are to do all this?
Maltia's men suddenly have worried looks on their faces when Maltia stares at Milton and menacingly walks up towards him. Even Kurakage showed concern. Maltia closes in on Milton as she looks down on him with a crazed look in her eyes.
I am Maltia-sama. And I love wine. Now I believe we are done here. You and I will do great business. I just know it. I look forward to the entertainment tomorrow.
Maltia exits with her men, leaving Milton petrified. Back to the present, Milton recalled that meeting with shame and anger.
Maltia Kamiyama. There's a lot more to her than meets the eye. And I don't want to know any more of her than what I already know.
This Maltia Kamiyama sounds very interesting.
You know what else is interesting? She now has the Redhead's everlasting Shenjo.
What?
Kurakage took it to Maltia after he kidnapped her.
Where's Maltia now?
In Japan, I guess.
Another question. Did you have Curtis Lowe killed? Did you use my gore to commit murder?
It was all Kurakage. He did all that on his own. But Curtis deserved it. The condescending, smug fuck!
What about kidnapping Kat? You had nothing to do with that too? Using her as bait and paying off your hired thugs to try to have me killed in Kowloon City?
It was all Kurakage. It was all that psychopath's idea. He did all this to get in favor with Maltia. Listen, if you let me go, I'll help you find her. I'll pay you a lot more than what you have in the bag to protect me.
You know what? I decided that this bag is gonna go to those who need it the most.
Come on! That crazy bitch wants my entire business! Come on! Protect me!
No chance, Milton. I'll let the gods decide what to do with you.
Don't you say that! Don't you say no to me! I'm Milton Cheng! You see this city? I rule Hong Kong! I will be the richest man in the world! Richer than you! Richer than that giraffe, Maltia Kamiyama! Richer than Curtis fucking Lowe! And richer than every fucking human being on this planet! I need protection! Damn it! Ah!
From what I'm seeing right now, Milton, what you need is a miracle.
Rao summons the magic stealth cloud, leaving Milton hanging on top of Kowloon Peak for the gods to decide his fate. January 26th, 2020, 12:45 p.m. Dancing Fist Kung Fu School. At the courtyard of the school, where beautiful red lanterns are hung and spread throughout the area, a small but very appreciative audience are entertained by a beautiful dancing pink lion. Rao and Ligan look on, sitting from afar with Rao's everlasting Shenjo on the table, with the strange lock on top of it.
Glad to see Kat and Fenghua can perform their lion dance together after all. Thank you for letting them perform in front of an audience.
I feel like they were robbed of the opportunity because of this virus. I'm happy to give them a chance before they leave Hong Kong.
The crowd's really enjoying it too.
Rao, you sure you want to give me Milton's money?
To Milton, 4 million yuan is like $4 to him. He won't need it. And I don't want it. I'm sure this covers your payment along with the performers who worked hard at the concert. The rest you can give it to the less fortunate.
That's very generous of you. I'll make sure this money goes to a good cause. But what about this wine lock? This is an unusual lock. It has the 5 heavenly beasts on it.
It belongs to Maltia Kamiyama. Heard of her?
Maltia Kamiyama. I've seen her at the concert last night. From what Milton told me, she's a stage actress from Japan. She looks like a very imposing woman.
Kurakage gave her Kat's gourd. And she's the only one who can unlock my wine. I need to find Maltia.
Do you know where she is?
All I know is Maltia is in Japan. So that's where we'll go. I'm afraid our contest will have to be postponed until this problem is solved. Especially now that you're injured. I'm sorry I couldn't arrive sooner.
I should be apologizing. I knew Milton was ambitious, but I would never think he would stoop this low to try to have you all killed over a drink.
Rich people are weird, Ligon. They can do the strangest things to get even richer.
Rao notices that the sun fan that was once hung up on the school's wall is no longer there. Ligon notices this and reveals the sun fan to Rao.
Looking for this? I saw you arrive with the magic stealth cloud. You carry the moon fan, do you?
Indeed I have. Have you tried using the sun fan?
Couldn't work it. It's been passed down in my family for generations. But only someone with that magic touch can activate its ability to summon a traveling cloud. All it's good for is to keep me cool. I'm giving it to you as a thank you for saving me.
Legend has it that these two fans combined can summon a special shape-shifting cloud that will allow me to travel the world. But a special dance needs to be performed to summon it.
I see. I hope you find out what that dance is.
The lion dance performance ends. Kat and Fenghua take off their lion costume and bow to the audience. Rao and Ligon applaud as they see Kat and Fenghua happily hug each other. At 3 p.m., Rao, Kat, and Fenghua are at Victoria Harbor with their bags as they get ready to hop on board a cruise ship, the SS Berkeley, that will take them to Yokosuka, Japan.
The SS Berkeley. We're going to Japan on a cruise ship!
This is not a vacation, Kat. This can be a very dangerous trip. Are you sure you want to tag along with us?
Of course, Rao! I'm starting to know how you felt when your gourd got stolen. We'll find this Multia Kamiyama and we'll get my everlasting Shinjo back. Together.
Yes, and I'll go where you go, Rasenshun. It's now my mission to make sure your everlasting Shinzo is unlocked, along with getting Kat's gourd back.
Indeed. Grace, Ligon, thank you very much for arranging this trip for us. You didn't have to, but it's appreciated.
We wanted to, Rao Singha.
I want to see all of you again. Please come back to Hong Kong when everything is settled. That includes you, Fenghua. I want to battle you again.
Same here, Grace. I would love to come back.
It's too bad that you have to leave Hong Kong, Windflower. I've been getting a lot of glowing reviews about you from the concert. A lot of film directors contacted me to try to have you on their films.
I'm not interested in a movie career. I'll stick with what I love. But I would love to dance with you again, Dancing Fist. Please heal quick and take care for yourself.
Oh, don't worry, Fenghua. I'll take good care of him.
Well, besides me being kidnapped by a masked creep, a drunk 7-foot fire-breathing giant trying to burn us all alive, and a crazy millionaire trying to have us all killed over wine. All in all, I think it's been a pretty awesome trip.
Rao, please find a way to unlock the everlasting Shenjo. And when you do, the dancing fist of Wan Chai will be waiting.
Until the gods reunite us, Dancing Fist.
Rao and Ligon shake hands before the trio boards the SS Berkeley, waving goodbye to Grace and Ligon as they wave goodbye back.
恭喜發財，拜拜！
恭喜發財，有緣再見啦！
恭喜發財! Until the gods reunite us, Hong Kong. Farewell.
恭喜發財！新年快樂!
Happy New Year, everyone! Happy Lunar New Year, Hong Kong!
The ship sails away from the fragrant harbor that is Hong Kong as Rao, Kat, and and Feng Hua look towards a new quest as Rao holds his everlasting Shenzhou, shining with the mysterious wine lock on it.
Man, 2020 feels like a long year already, and we're still in January. What other madness is gonna happen next?
Little did they know, a flying drone is following the ship. At an unknown location, Multia Kamiyama sits on her golden throne with a mini statue of a Kirin on it, looks on at her video screen focusing on the ship. Beside her, 4 individuals look on wearing masks, the first wearing a snake tortoise mask, the second wearing a tiger mask, the third wearing a phoenix mask, and the last wearing a dragon mask. Multia caresses Kat's everlasting Shenzhou with the Kami no Hakai talisman on it as she witnesses the ship sailing off towards the rising sun.
Everyone, let the project begin.